everybody. Welcome to Louisville. I'm trying to be quiet because my Airbnb, like I normally get an Airbnb that's like to myself, but this time I got one that like shares a bathroom, and so like there's other people staying here. So I'm trying to be quiet, but it's about 3 p.m. I touched down at like 11 a.m. So I had all kinds of time to try and kill before I could check in over here at 3 o'clock. So I ended up going to the Goodwill, lugging my suitcase with me and everything because I didn't know what else to do. So I ended up finding a couple things there, tried to weed it out, rein it in, not get too many things. So I'll show you what I got in a minute, but man, I am tired after getting up early this morning. I also stopped at Walgreens to get snacks slash sort of, I woke up so early today. I had breakfast twice, and I had a coffee on the plane too. So I like wasn't that hungry for lunch. So I'm eating like tuna fish and like just having snacky things for a little afternoon snack. And I'm gonna go out to dinner tonight. I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna find a place and I'm going to go downtown and have a nice dinner tonight because I've been craving like a good, like sit down big salad or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try and do that later when I go to the ballet tonight because we're gonna go see Romeo and Juliet later. But yeah, I finally got checked into my Airbnb. I am pretty happy to be chilling right now. I've just sat on the bed when I first got here for like straight up half an hour without moving, like just like zoning out, just scrolling. And then I was like, okay, I'm hungry. I want to eat a snack. I'm still thinking about taking a nap. I'm gonna find what my dinner plans are first, probably while I finish my snack. And then I think I am gonna take a nap because I'm really tired. And the show tonight is 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's very long. It is the full length Romeo and Juliet, which I'm excited to watch, but I don't want to be sleepy. So I'm gonna try and take a nap, finish eating this, and then I'm gonna update you later when I'm getting ready for this evening, and I will show you then probably what I got at Goodwill. Oh gosh, no. Oh no, this is not good, you guys. Did you just see that explode? Okay, we'll deal with that later. Wow, okay, hold on. All right, guys, we have ourselves in a predicament. I felt like I was forgetting something, and I in fact was. I forgot the fact that I need to print out my ticket for the ballet at Staples. Completely slipped my mind. I had a really good nap. Woke up a little while ago. I've just been chilling, trying to figure out if I want to eat something or what I would like to eat. My foundation has just exploded, so we're gonna have to use concealer now for our foundation and do this in 5 seconds because it's almost 7 o'clock and I need to go to Staples to print my stupid ticket because there's not really anywhere else around to print my ticket, and the only Staples is 10 minutes away in the opposite direction of where I need to go from downtown. So, and it's gonna cost me freaking $16 to get there, which is stupid. I don't think they're gonna let me switch my ticket to box office or will call or whatever. So now I'm getting ready in 5 seconds flat for the ballet because I have to get to Staples because it's the opposite way and I have to print my ticket. So I'm not gonna be doing much makeup, unfortunately, because I have got to go. My foundation just decided to rebel and explode, so that's good. So what I'm gonna do is just concealer real quick, and then I'm gonna do bronzer, literally. That's gonna be our makeup done for today because, oh my gosh. Why am I like this, you guys? All right, let me get dressed real fast and then I'll show you what I'm wearing real fast. All right, here is my lovely dress. I, wishful thinking, packed my Stuart Weitzman sandals to go with it, so my feet are gonna freeze. Perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna throw my jacket on and we're gonna jump in a lift because we gotta go. We gotta make this happen. Okay, we got it. Crisis averted, and I think we should still get there in plenty of time. You guys, oh my gosh, I just got back to my Airbnb and it's really late, so I'm trying to be quiet, but today has just been an emotional journey from start to finish. And how fitting that we saw Romeo and Juliet. Oh my gosh, I was not aware that I was going to be watching Natalia Ashikmina's farewell performance tonight with Louisville Ballet. Oh my gosh, not only is she phenomenal, like beautiful Vaganova trained dancer. I wish I had seen more of her career and followed her more closely. She's been with the company for 18 years. 18 years. And when she took her final bows, the audience just loved her so much. You could tell she's just built this relationship with her audience and with her artistic team and with the company as a whole. Like, all of the dancers were emotional, and the directors and all the staff came on stage, and a bunch of alumni from Louisville Ballet came on stage as well to like wish her farewell, and people threw flowers onto the stage from the audience. And I wish I had gotten footage of that, but it happened so quick I missed it. I was crying. I was a mess when that started happening, because I had this realization that that's the feeling that I've been searching for in the past couple of years from my current company. That's the feeling that I've been missing, is that feeling of just being valued. Everyone just came together to say, wow, like, your career meant so much to us, like, you've dedicated so much time, and like, we've loved dancing with you. Like, the director even said a short speech on the stage. Like, that is the kind of atmosphere, that is the kind of energy that artistic leadership should be cultivating in ballet companies and dance companies. Like, you should cherish each of your dancers that much. Like, so that if they were to retire tomorrow, or God forbid they have a serious injury that takes them out early, like, it should be genuinely heartfelt when you part ways. It should be genuinely heartfelt when they're still dancing with you. I was just bawling my eyes out in the top row of the tier because I was like, oh my gosh, like I want that for my career. I want to dedicate myself to a place that values me as much as they clearly valued Natalia at Louisville Ballet. How wonderful and rewarding is it for her that she gets to take her final bows with so much love and so much support, and that support is just, and value is just something I have not been feeling as of late or in the last couple of years. Oh, and I don't want to get emotional again about it, but like I was crying until my lift arrived outside the theater. But massive congratulations to Natalia on her beautiful and meaningful career. I had no idea I was watching her last ever performance tonight, and it was stellar. She was a beautiful Juliet. Oh my goodness. I loved it. The performance was so wonderful, you guys. So, it is past 11 o'clock because it was a 3-hour performance, and I need to get to bed. The audition tomorrow, let's just say I've got a new spur of motivation because that was so inspiring to watch. Not only the beautiful dancers and the beautiful, simple, clean choreography, it was truly a lovely production. Like, the choreography was, I could tell, clean, simple, maybe even Vaganova trained. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow a lot, and which is good because I've been really nervous all week, you guys. This is the first audition that I'm feeling a little bit nervous for because it's the first one that means something. The other ones, I felt like I was just shooting my shot in the dark, or I wasn't sure what to expect from any of it. But Louisville Ballet, I've heard such good things about from multiple people in my life, and watching them perform was just so amazing. And I could see like how strong they are as a company and how they train, and I could see myself training that way and fitting in and feeling good in a company like that. And it would mean a lot to me if I got to dance in a company like that. So I have been nervous. I have not really slept well all week. I've been having dreams and tossing and turning about this. I'm excited, but like I feel anxious for the first time, and now I have all of this emotion to back it up. So I may be taking an extra anxiety pill in the morning, but we'll see. Hopefully we wake up feeling rested, calm, ready to go. Registration is not until 11 a.m. So my plan is to get up and do my routine, and we're gonna go and get ourselves a really good breakfast. Not donuts, not treats, legit breakfast. So I am going to stop rambling, but I just wanted to share my emotional journey as always. But I'm gonna say goodnight here, and I'm gonna go to sleep. But I'll see you guys in the morning for a little get ready with me and breakfast, and we'll chat some more about the company. All right, guys, we are up and at 'em on Sunday morning today. It is audition day. Exciting. I'm currently getting ready. I just took my usual hot shower, wet my hair so my bun will look super nice. I'm gonna show you guys how I get my bangs to stay the way they do during an audition when you get sweaty. I'll show you my little bangs trick here in a minute once they dry, but I have a couple of thoughts about the company as a whole going into today that I noticed from the program last night. First of all, it was nice. They put in the program like how long each artist has been with the company, again, so you could see how long everyone has been here. And last year, it looks like they hired 7 people last year, 4 girls and 3 boys. So that's pretty decent for like taking on 7 new people in a year. That's pretty good. And there was like, I want to say 2 dancers that are just as seasoned almost as Natalia was, who was retiring last night. They've been there since the early 2000s. And then the other people have been there like, I don't know, 2018, like 2022, something like that. So it gave me hope that they hired a decent chunk of people last year. So my hope is that they're trying to grow this company and that they're going to offer several spots again. That would be incredible. But also, I didn't know this, but the artistic directors are both new this year. One of them has been in charge of like the second company, or the one of the lower tiers for the past few years. So she's been there. She just got moved up to artistic director. And then the other guy is new. I don't think he's been here before. But that's interesting because all of the reviews and such that I've heard over the past like year or so from my friends, like that was when a different artistic director was in charge, and both of these people seem lovely too. So I'm hoping for an enjoyable experience and class today. Still, they seem amazing. But I was just like, oh, interesting. There's actually new artistic leadership, and I did not know that. So, yeah, I'm very excited. Those are just like my observations. Because now, honestly, I'm reading too much into everything since what happened at Nashville Ballet. I'm like, you actually hiring? But their registration form said they were. So, and I'm trusting that that is accurate. So we know that we're here for a purpose today. Ow, that bobby pin went in super deep. It's a little after 9 now. I'm going to quickly do my makeup and then get dressed. We're gonna head downtown. There's a breakfast place right around the corner from Louisville Ballet. So I wanted to get there around maybe 9:45-ish so that we can have like a sit-down breakfast and a coffee and just experience the ambiance of downtown Louisville, because yesterday I really didn't do much. Same thing happened that happened in Houston. I needed that nap. I really did. So I'll be right back. Let me finish my makeup. All right, that is my makeup done. Now I'm going to show you guys how I keep my bangs like this, because if I don't do this, they will be stuck in strips with sweat to my forehead. And I almost forgot about this trick. I don't normally do it on a day-to-day basis for like my own company class, but I really should, because it looks disgusting if I don't. But I have them air dry, so they're sitting like how they should be sitting. I'm gonna kind of fluff them a little bit to give some volume a little bit, and just sort of put them where I want them to go. And then this is the Tresemme Extra Hold Level 4. This is good. This is my performance hairspray of choice. But I just sort of put my hand like underneath so that it doesn't get on my face, and I spray the top like so. Ooh. And that's it. For some reason, like it will hold through sweat, and this will stay exactly like this. I will show you my bangs again when we get done dancing today, and they will look the same. So I'm gonna let this dry for a sec. I need to go ahead and get my lift. It's colder outside than I anticipated. I really didn't pack quite warm enough for this trip because I saw 70 degrees and got excited. It is 47 degrees outside right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on my warm-up pants and warm things, and we're gonna go head off to downtown to get some breakfast. Okay, my lift is coming. Thank goodness it's cheaper today. It's only costing me $11 to get downtown. That is much better than I paid yesterday. So this is me ready. Oh, I've had to put on my airport sweatshirt again because it is freezing. Thank goodness I had the sense to pack other shoes besides my Birkenstocks this time. So I'm wearing my platform Converse, which are so comfortable and I'm so obsessed with them. Still, I don't care if the trend has died. I love them. This is my dance bag this trip. Got my fun Billabong backpack, and I'm gonna grab my purse. But yay, let's go get breakfast. All right, this place is called Wild Eggs, and I'm very excited for a nice, yummy breakfast. Got our eggs Benedict. This looks delicious. That was super delicious. It's about 10:48, registration's at 11. So I'm walking to Louisville Ballet now because I still don't know which class I'm taking. There's two classes. There's one, registration's at 11, and then the first class is not until 12:30, which tells you how many people they have to register. So that's kind of nerve-wracking. And then the second class is at 2:30, and then the callback class is at 4:30. So that's like a TBD to see if you get invited to that. But let me cross the street and not die here. It's not that cold now. It feels much better. But literally, Louisville Ballet is like across the street here. So let's go see how many people are here. Yeah, and then we'll hopefully find out which class we're going to be taking, because I've been really stressed about that for some reason. Classic me, I walked the wrong direction. Honestly, I have zero sense of direction, guys. Don't ever ask me for directions anywhere, ever, anytime. I literally am so bad at it. I literally just walked the opposite direction and crossed the opposite street that I was supposed to. So, yeah, now we're going back. Ooh, yeah, we came the right way this time. Do y'all see that line? Oh, snap. We better get over there. now because of the wind, but my bangs are still not sweaty. I just got done with the first class. I was in the first class. I'm gonna tell you guys the details later, but I did get cut, sadly. That was a hard class, so hard. I'm really glad I was in the first class and not the second class, because I think I would have struggled having to wait to dance. So I'm glad I went first, but now I'm walking to keep my legs from tightening up, because when I tell you my hamstrings, I cannot feel them right now. I cannot feel them. It was a 2-hour, basically, Vaganova Bootcamp that we just got done with, and it felt so good. But I'm gonna be hurting tomorrow. I already know, like, I'm gonna be hurting so bad. So I'm trying to walk it off a little bit, like cool down, catch my breath. This is my 3rd bottle of water that I just filled up again. And we're walking to a couple of vintage stores that are a couple blocks away, so that I can stay on my feet for a little bit. And then I think I might head back to the Airbnb after that. Look how pretty that is. Louisville is so interesting. Like, one block, it's really modern, and then suddenly there's something pretty. You guys know how I feel about historic churches. 1898. Oh, beautiful. So beautiful. And also the horse mural is right over there. That is super pretty. So I just stopped at Please and Thank You, which is supposed to be like the best cookie shop in the US. Didn't know anything about it. I just paid $20 for 6 cookies. So I hope they're good. But let's try one together. Here it is.
You met me like yesterday.
Love the vibes of this van. All right, guys, I am back at the Airbnb. I have laid down for like an hour and a half, just like crashed, because I was so tired. I sort of drifted in and out of like a light nap. I didn't really sleep, because I'm going to get dinner with my freshman year of college roommate Molly tonight, and I haven't seen her since freshman year of college. Literally, I haven't seen her for 13 years. So I'm very excited to see her tonight and catch up with her. She unfortunately had to leave after freshman year, so we didn't get to go to college together or dance together after that. But yeah, I'm excited to see her. But I'll give you the quick lowdown on the audition today, because whoa, did I get my butt kicked in the best way possible, and so did everyone else. What ended up happening was that registration really did take them an hour and a half this morning. I could see why they started registration at 11, because there was about 80 something people there, I want to say. So not too many, but it was also quite a lot. But they had sort of this assembly line going where you would drop off your resume and stuff, and then you would get your number, and then you had to fill out paperwork with your like address, age, birthday, what else? You had to sign a waiver, like your basic contact info pretty much, and the waiver. So that took a while. And what happened was I walked up right as they opened the door, like it was locked, and I walked up right as they opened it, and I like slid into the line and somehow ended up being number 21. And later I was like, thank goodness I slid into that line like I did, because I can't imagine having to wait 2 hours for the class that we had. Oh, wow. Because I'm a morning type of dancer, so I just I wanted to be in that first class, so I'm very glad that I was. But the class was hard, you guys. Kicked my butt. I was not joking when I said it was Vaganova Bootcamp. I haven't had a class like that since I took class from the rehearsal director of the Mariinsky Ballet when they came to the Kennedy Center and offered an open class years ago. That's the last time I've had a class of this caliber. It was insane, but it was good. It was so, so good. We were sweating up a storm, or at least I was. I felt like everyone at my bar was not sweating, and I was like, how are you not sweating right now? I'm dying. But it was slow Vaganova tempos, beautiful live music, beautiful port-de-bras. I loved Mr. Kern is who I'm going to call him because I don't know how to say his first name, but Mr. Kern, the artistic director, taught the class, and the other artistic director was there, as well as the leader of the second company and school, and one other person I believe that I don't remember right now. But they had a little panel going. They were all super friendly and introduced themselves at the beginning of class. Mr. Kern was really nice. He was funny. He'd kind of look at us every once in a while and be like, are you breathing? Are you okay? Did you get what I just said? He's very intense, but in a good way. And I really enjoyed his class a lot. But bar was 45 minutes. He powered through that. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little lightheaded at one point because I was sweating so much. I was dying by Grand Batmas at the bar, and I kind of lost steam a little bit, and I could not breathe. I was just I need a minute. So I barely made it through Grand Batmas, but then we put our pointe shoes on for center, so thankfully I caught my breath after that and I was okay. But he made us take our skirts off after bar. They wanted no skirts, which fine. Some places prefer that. That's the only place that's made us do that so far. So they didn't want skirts on. And then we did a releve combination in the center to actually warm up our feet in pointe shoes, which I was like, wow, thank you. I wish more auditions did that because normally we just jump into center with our pointe shoes on. And I personally don't normally do center and pointe shoes at my company, and most of my company doesn't. So it feels foreign to me to have to do that. But that was nice. We did a tendu. We did fondues in the center on pointe, which everyone was struggling with, but I was like, man, I failed miserably at that. I haven't done a fondue in the center on pointe shoes in a lifetime. Wow. That had pirouettes in it. My pirouettes weren't bad today. They could have been better, but they weren't terrible. I'm not a skilled pirouette person. It's toss up a coin on how it's gonna go. Then we did Adagio, which was very dancey. I could tell it was inspired by Romeo and Juliet because it had dramatic walking to the corner and port-de-bras, and they wanted to see our personality at the beginning, they said. So I was trying to be dramatic in my Adagio, and I think they noticed because I ended up in the front line more often than not, and I could see two of the women watching me. So I know that they saw what I did because I was one of the only people in class that added the dancey aspect to it. So there was that. I was glad that they at least noticed me. And then we did Grand Batmas in the center that had Italian fouettes and regular fouettes. Ooh, so I got my Italian fouettes because honestly, I've always been better at those than regular fouettes. Just my whole life, I've been better at Italians. I don't know why I have that skill, but it's just for some reason for my body. Maybe it's because my teacher did it a bunch, but it's so much more comfortable for me to do Italian fouettes than normal fouettes. So I got those. And I was happy about that. And then I failed my fouettes miserably. Failed. Honestly, I think I need to wear a different pair of point shoes next time I take class because I do not like the shoes that I wore today. And I think that was part of it. I don't like them. I tried a new style of Grishkos. Don't like them. Decided today I don't like them. But we'll talk about that in another vlog or in another day. But basically, by the time we got to jumps, everyone was exhausted. Like, everyone was starting to die slowly. I could tell looking around the room. And I told the girl next to me, I was like, I can't feel my hamstrings. Can you feel your hamstrings? She was like, no, I can't either. So we were all in the same boat. We were all dying. Vaganova Bootcamp style. And then we got to jumps. We did a warm-up jump. Like this beat exercise that killed everyone's inner thighs, and we were already dying anyways. Petit Allegro, which was a nice tempo. It was really nice. We did medium Allegro, Sisson Fermes, which felt nice. And then by the time we got to Grand Allegro, everyone was just like, this is the last thing. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try. So everybody pulled their last energy out for Grand Allegro, and everyone's Grand Allegro looked fabulous, I have to say. But we were all kind of giggling by that point because we were just like so dead. We were like, is he for real right now? We did like tombe, coupe, jete, entourant at the end of our Grand Allegro, and everyone's was like, like lower and lower to the ground. Oh, it was a lot. But we made it. Nobody passed out, which was great. I hope the second class was okay and everyone survived. But they called the numbers from that class that were staying for the 4:30 callback class after that so that we would know. But it was hard. It was a great class, and I unfortunately got cut. But I think they kept about 12 people from the first class, I want to say. I don't know what happened after that because I left. But I had to sit down and drink a whole bottle of water and just lay on the floor in the other studio for a good few minutes. I was that tired. Like, I have not been worked like that in class. Like that quality, it's the quality of the class. That's what I'm trying to say. I haven't had that quality of a class in so long. I was absolutely just deflated like a balloon on the floor. Like, and man, I start thinking about, man, if I had a class like this, like a few times a week, how freaking insanely strong would I be right now? Like, whew. Like I said, I love my company to death, but we don't have that kind of training on the daily like these people do. Oh my gosh. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And it killed me. Absolutely killed me. But I felt so good afterwards. Like I felt like I had put in work and I had accomplished something, and I had some high moments in the class and I had some good things. And I swear to goodness, one time in Across the Floor, we were doing something across the floor. I swear I heard the other director say my name. I swear I heard her say it. That was my alarm. Ooh, that scared me. I need to call my Lyft so I can go to dinner with Molly. But basically all of that to say, I loved it. 10 out of 10 experience. We did have to pay for this audition. That was the only main difference. And then the splitting of the two classes. I feel like they could have told us that more ahead of time and set it up a little differently. But it was still fine. I'm just so glad I was not in the second class, because going through what we just went through and then having to do a callback, like whoever's called back from the second class, they're going to be dead, because they're going to have that 2-hour intensity and then they have to go straight into the callback class. They're going to die. Like, I hope that everybody's okay. But I have to run. I have to run to dinner with Molly. I'm going to come back this evening. We'll do some stretching together. because if I don't, I will not be able to walk in the airport tomorrow. So let me put some pants on, I guess, because it's gonna get cooler outside, and then let's hop in another lift. Also, I just want to say the little houses in Louisville are so cute. This is the street my Airbnb is on. Look how sweet this is. So cute. Okay, let's lie in frog position together so that we can pretend we're stretching still. And I want to chat with you guys about one more thing, and that is like this audition experience as a whole, compared to my last time I did this at 25. I thought it was tired the last time when I was riding the bus and I did 2 auditions some weekends and I was out of shape. I don't know how I did that, because now at 31, like this week has been crazy because last weekend I went to Houston and there was like a 1-hour time change, which is nothing. But it still like made me a little tired all week at work. And then I had to get on a plane again on Saturday. Like I got home Monday and had to fly out again on Saturday. And today is Monday again and I'm flying home. Now, granted, this time I'm not going straight to work. I have someone subbing for me today. Thank you, Anna, for saving my life. Because I realized my flight wasn't gonna be there in time, but it's probably good for me to not overdo it because I'm tired. Like, there's just like a point you reach late 20s, early 30s, like where you just don't have the energy that you used to have. And you need more rest than you used to need. You can't stay up as late as you used to be able to. But like doing quick trips like this in the car makes me tired. Normally when I visit my dad, like if I drive 3 hours to visit my dad and then drive home in a couple days, that wears me out. But like even getting on a plane and not having to think about doing the driving, like I'm tired. Like, and again, I've changed time zones because we had to fly to Chicago for whatever reason. We had to go from Louisville to Chicago midway, and then we're gonna go down to Savannah on the way home. So I've changed time zones again briefly. Like I'm an hour behind again, I believe now. But like, it's destroying me. Like I'm so tired from doing these auditions, and like you get off the plane You sleep in a strange bed that you don't always sleep good in, and then you have to go run on adrenaline and do an audition. It is so much adrenaline. It's like pure adrenaline the whole 2 hours that you're there. If you're there, like yesterday, since I got to stay for the whole class, adrenaline for 2 hours. Now granted, it died a little bit towards the end because I was so exhausted and probably dehydrated, but I just wanted to point that out. Like, this is hard. Auditioning as an older dancer is hard. Not just from the audition, like the auditions have been great classes, the ones that I've had so far. Yesterday's was the hardest by far. Like, honest, rating all of them so far, Louisville Ballet, hardest class ever. And that's coming from someone who's used to Vaganova. And it was hard, very hard. Like I said, I haven't had that caliber of a class probably since I took from Mariinsky or since I studied in Moscow when I was 18 in Russia itself. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm exhausted. Like, and I still have, in a couple weeks, I'm going to Arkansas, and then we're going to Ballet Memphis, and we might potentially be going on a couple more. I don't know. I'm still waiting to hear from some, and I still have to submit some videos. Like, thinking about recording videos right now. Like, I'm just thinking about recording fouettes and recording another classical variation and trying to get it good enough to edit and submit. I'm just like, half of my brain is just like, oh my word, like, can you just maybe email Tallahassee Ballet and ask them if they've got a position open yet, and then just call it quits, because this is a lot. And then the other half of me is like, but you have to keep going. You have to figure out if there's something cool out there that could be waiting for you. Because that's what I've tried to approach this doing, like, leave all the doors open, and if all the doors are open, then God can show me which door I'm supposed to go through. Because the Savannah door feels like it's closing for me, and it has felt like it's closing for about a year or more now. So I feel like there is something out there for me, and the Lord is going to take me where I'm meant to be, and I just have to keep trusting. This weekend was the first weekend that I've started feeling a little anxious and discouraged a little bit. And I knew I would. It's a normal part of the audition process to like feel discouraged, and you should absolutely take time and feel those feelings. If you're a dancer going through this, like, don't stuff it down. Like, if you're upset, be upset. But then we pick ourselves up and we go on to the next. That being said, I was a little disappointed yesterday, and I'm still kind of disappointed today, but you know, it is what it is, and we continue on. And I just know that Louisville wasn't the place that I was meant to be, even though it was fabulous and I loved it. So yeah, those are just my thoughts. I'm exhausted as I sit in an airport yoga room on the floor. My flight it's only like 11:45 still, and my plane doesn't board until 1:20. So I guess I'm gonna walk around and do some shopping or window shopping or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk the airport and see what else there is to see, and probably get another coffee. There is Dunkin' Donuts in this airport, thankfully. So maybe we'll have to get ourselves some donuts and coffee when the line for breakfast and brunch dies down, which this is Chicago. This is a busy airport, so it may not be anytime soon. But yeah, I'll give you guys some nice little footage of the plane ride home, hopefully, if it's a pretty flight. But I probably don't have too much else to say in this vlog, so I will leave you with a beautiful montage of the sky and the clouds. And I will go ahead and sign off and say goodbye to this vlog here. And probably gonna be doing a weekly vlog this week since we don't have a trip planned. So I'll try and like take you guys along on my week again, because I've kind of enjoyed doing that a little bit. And like I said, we do still have some things to do. We have applications to submit, we have videos to record, and I keep saying that and not doing it. So yeah, I'll see you guys very soon, but thanks so much for watching, and following me along on this journey. And if you're my friend in real life and you've given me love and support on this journey, it means so much to me. I've had a few people say to me like that they've been watching and following along, and it just means so much to me that I have the best friends in the world and I have the best supportive people around me to encourage me to follow my dreams. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.